Apple just unveiled the 10th version of iOS at WWDC, and in celebration of the operating system's double-digit milestone, they've actually added a ton of upgrades to their mobile OS. Hey, what's up everyone, CTNtechnologynews here, and in this video, I'm going to be taking a first look at everything that's new in iOS 10. So the first change you're going to notice when using an iOS 10 device is the lock screen. This has been completely redesigned with rich messages as well as interactive live status updates with apps like Uber. Apple's also integrated 3D Touch in order to clear all of your notifications and added a new shortcut to quickly get to your music app or camera. On the home screen, widgets get an upgrade in the drop-down Today widget panel, and 3D Touch also offers up more information for some apps like ESPN and then also Apple's own activity app. Now, Siri's also gotten a big overhaul in iOS 10. For the first time, it's actually open to developers, which means you'll soon be able to ask Siri questions like, "Tell Nancy I'll be 5 minutes late with WeChat," or some variation of that phrase, and Siri's actually going to do just that. Siri can also now do ride booking with Uber and Lyft, and then you can also talk with various different workout apps. Obviously, this feature list will only grow as more and more developers dive into the code, but basically this just makes Siri a whole lot more useful, and it also makes it a lot more similar to Google Now. Now, quick typing in iOS 10 is also a lot better. Apple's now using deep learning and AI to make smarter suggestions using Apple's QuickType keyboard. So if someone texts you asking for a specific email, Siri can actually look through your contacts and pre-fill the email in a QuickType suggestion. Also, it can now keep track of your availability through calendar and past locations searched online. Now, another thing that Apple spent a lot of time working on for iOS 10 is Apple Maps. Even though Maps really wasn't very functional at first, it's getting better all the time. It now has a deeper integration with CarPlay, and the platform is also more open to developers. You can book a reservation with Uber, pay with Apple Pay, and you can do this all without leaving the app. Apple's still trying to be the one Maps app to rule them all, but they really do still seem to be playing catch up to Google Maps rather than innovating in any interesting way. Now, two other Apple apps that have been updated for iOS 10 are Apple Music and Apple News. Apple Music now looks a lot simpler, and there are new sections like recently added, so you can quickly access new music added to Apple Music. They've also updated the For You section to include a curated playlist keeping your own music tastes in mind, not unlike Spotify's own Discover Weekly playlist. Now, when it comes to Apple News, Apple's completely redesigned the app so it at least looks better, but News also comes with subscription support and breaking news notifications, so you can actually use this as a news app. It seems obvious, but there it is nonetheless. Now, the last big new feature in iOS 10 is actually in the Phone app, which now comes with voicemail transcription standard, much like Google Voice. It can also automatically detect if a call might be spam, and contact cards in the Phone app also get a design makeover, with quicker access to the various contacts channels for each contact. Overall, iOS 10 does seem like a pretty big upgrade over iOS 9, but rather than add one big standout feature to set the operating system apart, Apple's instead just improved a lot of features and services in iOS 10 across the board. But with that said, give me your opinions on iOS 10 in the comments below. Let me know if you're going to be excited to download this operating system when it comes out this fall, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.